Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Saturday and happy New Year. Happy 2025. I hope that you are having a great New Year so far, and I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend. I'm Gen X Fusion, and thank you and welcome to my live stream. I'm grateful for all of you who are coming out to watch tonight. Let me get housekeeping out of the way, and I'll let you know what we're going to be doing. We'll be playing Monster Hunter Rise. So if you enjoy my content, please join my community and subscribe to my channel. If you like my presentation tonight, um, please like the video or like the live stream. That would be super awesome. And I do live streams every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Pacific time, United States, of course. And that's it. Why do I do these live streams? I like playing video games and I like doing live streams. I like playing with people. And what I like to do is I also like to provide a safe environment for people to be able to come out, watch some cool gameplay, cheer each other on, encourage each other, uh, talk in the live chat, and just have a good, safe place to be able to gather and spend the next hour and a half just being able to watch some good gameplay and that we get some good encouragement at the same time. In my live streams, we always encourage each other, whether we are victorious in our hunts or if we crash and burn miserably and fail, we still always encourage each other in the live chat and on the live stream itself. It's a positive environment, and I like providing a safe place for people to be able to hang out and just watch some cool gameplay. So grab something to eat, grab something to drink, and just enjoy the time that we have together for the next hour and a half. So here we go. Now that we're done with the housekeeping, I'm joined tonight by my two hunting partners, Azumi and Tira Red. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be helping Tira Red with some high rank hunts. Tira Red is collecting materials and resources and everything for their collection of items and weapons and all. So that's what we're going to be doing. So, okay, Tira, we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and do this hunt. We are hunting an Almudron in the flooded forest. Boy, oh boy, it has been an interesting month and a half so far, I'll tell you. Um, People have been getting sick left and right. Relatives, family, friends, coworkers, myself. I still have symptoms of a cold that I caught a few weeks ago, a number of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, and I'm still recovering from it, believe it or not. In the live chat so far, Kazuki is there, and also Murio. Murio, it's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us tonight. What we're doing is we're doing high rank hunts with Tira Red. We're going to be helping Tira to be just collecting materials and resources for her high rank weapons and equipment. So it should be a pretty chill night tonight for hunting. And if you're not shy in the live chat, introduce yourselves to each other. Definitely spend time connecting and talking to each other. I hope everybody had a really good New Year's. I had a relaxing New Year's. I spent time with my family, and I'm in a stage where I don't like going out and doing a lot of partying and going to New Year's parties. So I like to kind of sit back and relax at home with the family and everything and just chill. So it was a nice, peaceful New Year's for sure. Okay, let's get over there. All right, let's go over here. Let's just grab a few more birds. I really don't need these birds, but you know what? I'm doing this out of force of habit. There we go. Got that one. Come down here. There we go. We'll grab this one, and then I'm going to go ahead and do my buffs. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's go, gang. Of course, Azumi is already in the fray. Arr, oh, watch the mud. Watch the roar. The roar in the mud. Let's get in a little bit closer here. Oh, that fish is doing its thing, so. Oh, nailed. Good job, folks. All right, stand still. Don't move. Oh, I hate it when it does that. Oh well, so much for that. Let's just. What's he doing? What's he doing? Are you looking at me? Don't be looking at me. I'm not doing anything to you. There we go. Uh-oh. Ah, yes, he got me there. Ugh. Don't be trying to nail me twice. Okay, there we go. Trying to heal myself in the process here. I know that there's live chat going on. I definitely will respond to live chat and everything as soon as I am able. Nice work there. Okay, let's see. What else is this guy up to, huh? You gonna run? I know you're gonna go down pretty soon. You're not a... Yeah, they're keeping him quite busy, which is really good. Let them keep him busy. Ooh. Oh, yes. The wrecking ball. I forgot the good old wrecking ball. I love the wrecking ball on this thing. Ooh, felt that. All right, all right. Okay, here we go. You're going down, clown. Just understand. You're going down. He's going down quick. There you go. Nice work. Good job, everybody. Plain old simple Simon, right? Let me go ahead and check the live chat and see what's going on. Muriel says hi. Kazuki also says hi. Oh, good, Kazuki. I'm glad you're hanging with your family. Muriel says I can't stick around long, but wanted to say hi. Thank you, Muriel, for coming out. And for those of you who have just jumped on and are watching the live stream and everything, but haven't said anything in the live chat, I'm just happy you're there joining us and watching. So I hope you have a great time. Make sure you grab a snack or something and enjoy the live stream. Been a while since we hunted. Ooh, okay, Tara. Been a while since since I last hunted a standard Almudron. Yeah, been a while. Well, can't wait to see what we're up against next. I know Tira's just getting a bunch of items together and everything. Let me check if there is anything else going on, if there's any other messages. Nope, of course there isn't. That's a good thing. All right. Tira, when we get back, go ahead and choose the next hunt, okay? 4 minutes. Of course, 4 minutes. It's a high rank. It's not like it's anything super tough, right? Okay, here we go. Let's head back. Oh, man, Monster Hunter Wild is getting closer. I know that they're getting ready to do another I guess you could say it's one of those beta testing or beta running um where a number of people can sign up and jump on and play online together and everything. I'm hoping that I'll be able to play this on my current computer. I just don't know though. We'll just have to wait and see. I am going to try to sign up for this next one, this next beta testing or beta playing that they're doing in early February, I think it is, and I'll see if I can play it, what it looks like on my computer. The last time I played it, it ran, but I was basically hunting nothing but blobs. There were no, the monsters were like totally, they didn't come out right. Let's just put it that way. So I was like, oh man, is this going to be even playable on on my computer? My hope is that it will be. Okay. Oh, evil afoot. It's a Rajang. Nice. Have y'all heard any latest news lately in video game news? I know that Microsoft is going in a completely different direction when it comes to its business plan. Um, it seems like they are um, kind of straying away from consoles, although I won't completely say that because I know they said they were going to be coming out with a new generation console in the next few years, and they were talking about it being a handheld version or something. So Xbox is definitely out there, but I'm looking at the way Microsoft is beginning to operate and how they're doing things, and it looks like they are going to be more of a gaming platform through Game Pass more than anything else. So it's an interesting direction that they're going. If they're doing what I think they're doing, I mean, like when we come out with this next version of Nintendo Switch, whether it's Switch 2 or Super Nintendo Switch or whatever it's called, I can see Microsoft offering Game Pass on it possibly, which would be really cool because I could play those kind of games the way I want to play using if I get a new Nintendo, if I get the next version of the Nintendo Switch. And I always like playing my games on the go. I don't necessarily like to be at home because a lot of times I'm not at home and I'm doing things with my family, like going to the mall or running errands. Tira, go ahead. We're ready to go. I'm just yapping. But I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be interesting to see the direction that Microsoft is going right now. Sony, even to a degree, Sony seems to be kind of doing the same thing. Like they're releasing a lot of their first party or IP onto PC, which I think is interesting to see because usually Sony would be pretty, they would be they're like they frustrate that they don't really like to do that. So seeing them do things on PC, releasing their stuff on PC is definitely interesting too. I think everybody is just going in a different direction overall when it comes to quote unquote consoles and offering their games and IP. Okay, so we're hunting down a Rajang. So let's go. Oh, by the way, I'm sucking on a cough drop. So if I cough or sneeze or something like that, no, that's because I have a cough drop and everything. I still have a few symptoms that I'm dealing with. Okay, here we go. Let's take the route. And as always, I have my ever reliable hunting partner, Lovely Kitty, with me. My number one partner. I don't do anything without Lovely Kitty. Although there are times when I give Lovely Kitty time off, but most of the time it's always Lovely Kitty. And then I have my second hunting partner that I use. And usually my other hunting partner, I'll use it for this type of map where I have to run and gather birds and everything. But but I feel like I don't feel like changing yet. Maybe in the next hunt, depending on who we're hunting, I'll switch my hunting partners up and kind of do Lovely Kitty on one hunt, and then use Kaya for another hunt because I like using Kaya too. Okay, well it looks like we're ready to go, so let's just jump on down. There we go, jump on down. Okay, so I think I can just run this way and get to them. So let's move out. Don't mess around, move out. You bring me down, move out. How you get about? It don't make sense. Move out. Okay, here we go. Let's see, let's grab that. Extend my stamina a hair. Looks like Azumi is already in the fray. Come on, Tira, get over here. They're already, huh? It looks like Azuma's already starting the fight. And I'm just arriving on the scene. There we go. Hey there, big guy. Ugh. What you doing, my friend? What? I knew you were gonna do that. You always have your ways. Move. Move. Oh, almost got me there, Raj. Almost. Okay, let's get back. There we go. Okay. Rajang is one intense monster. That's for sure. The monsters on Monster Hunter are so, how can I say? They're amazing. They're amazingly, they're programmed in an amazing way. They're interesting. They can be a challenge at times. I really do like the way the monsters are on Monster Hunter overall. Not just on Rise, but I like how they are on Monster Hunter World as well, and also um, on all the previous versions of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Monster Hunter is just a wonderful franchise overall. Move. What are you doing, Raj? Don't come near me. Let me just body slam there. All right. Okay, there we go. Let's move. What's he doing? Oh, nice work. That was good. That was real good. Just knocked him down as he was like, you pacified him like he was nothing, man. Gotta dig that. Arr, he's upset. Here he comes. It was about to go down. Let's move. Nice work. That was quite easy. Piece of cake, piece of cake. Tira, when we get back, go ahead and choose the next hunt, okay? Let me see if there's anything else going on here. Nope. Okay, well, I know another viewer came on in the last 5 to 10 minutes. So whoever that is that just jumped on. I want to welcome you to my live stream, and I hope you enjoy watching my gameplay with some of my hunting friends here on Monster Hunter Rise. If you're not shy, introduce yourself in the live chat, but if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. I'm perfectly happy just having you watch. Okay. I'm burning. I'm burning. But yeah, there seems to be just a lot of different things that are happening in terms of the direction that I guess you could say that Microsoft is going with Xbox and with Sony. I know with Microsoft, like I said before, they're kind of their strategy seems to be more focused around Game Pass and releasing their games to as many platforms as possible. They have kind of like this philosophy about getting their games out to as many consumers as possible, which really makes sense. I mean, the more consumers that buy their games, the more money they make. I mean, and I guess that's what it's all about. It's all about the money thing. You know, they got to make a profit. And know Sony is kind of doing things a little bit differently, but in a way they're not. They're doing something that's kind of similar to Microsoft, except that they're releasing most of their first party stuff onto PC. You know, and I think the thing is that I think the video game industry is just starting to shift, and there is going to be some changes in the way the industry um, is going. I mean, if you take a look at what's been going on as of late, you have a lot of live service games that are out there. Some that have like that are really successful, like Overwatch and Fortnite, and then you got others that like started and then they just went down the drain, like Concord, and let's see what other games, whatever live service games that are out there that are really going down, that aren't doing as well. What's this? Oh, there we go. We're going after mags. And I know that Concord was a soon Sony exclusive. And so for them to just release it and it didn't even last like 2 weeks and then it just went down the drain, you know, it seems like games are the quality of the games is, for lack of a better term, I think they're just going down. And they're being, I noticed that some games are getting released and they're still buggy and glitchy and everything, you know, but I don't know. I guess that's the way the direction the industry is going. But if you think about it, Microsoft isn't a video game company, even though they own a lot of developers now. Um, Microsoft is a software company, and they've always been a software company. Their Windows OS or their Windows platform is their bread and butter. It's their foundation since going all the way back to the 1980s and the early 1990s. So seeing them doing kind of like having the same kind of philosophy. Go ahead, Tara. Go ahead and run the hunt. Seeing them doing the same type of philosophy, trying to get their products out on as many platforms as possible, I think is kind of like what their plan has always been when it comes to their Windows um, system, their platform. Get it on as many PCs as possible. And their other bread and butter, of course, is their Office 365 um, productivity suite that they have. You know, you can have either the hardware, not the hardware, but the software or the apps installed on your computer, or you can have it internet based. So Microsoft is kind of doing the same thing when it comes to their perspective on video games, in my opinion. I'll talk a little bit about Sony in a moment. But let's move on. We're going after Maggie, right? Let me go ahead and buff myself a little bit here with Some of these here birds. You got a bird up. Yeah, I am looking forward to Monster Hunter Wilds. I just hope that I'll be able to play it on my platform of choice. Like right now, I hope that I can play it on my gaming laptop PC. I'm concerned that I might not be able to because my laptop is the previous gen, it's not current gen. And I'm just worried that Capcom will have made it a little bit too, I guess you could say, too complicated for my current gaming laptop to handle. But I hope I get to play it on there. I definitely want to play it if it gets released on the newest iteration of the Switch, because I want to get, that's my platform of choice. I like playing on Nintendo platforms. So if I'm able to get Monster Hunter Wild or Wilds on that, that would be amazing. Okay, let's keep going. Hmm. Let me check the live chat real quick, see if there's any messages going on there. I think for the most part, I think everybody's just sitting back and just enjoying watching the live stream. I know, just like listening to me yap, right? Right. Yep. Nothing on the live chat. It's a little bit quiet, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Okay, let's see. I'm already buffed and ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and just eat my mushrooms and get ready. But I'm not going to do any attacking until until Tira arrives to the area. So for now, I'm just going to hang out over here. Well, Zumi's over there already on that side. So let me just make my way over here from this side. Are we ready, Tira? You ready to jump on in and do this? I'm sure you are. Looks like Azumi's already entered the fray. So I'm gonna go ahead and join up. I see you're on your way there already too. So whoop. Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, whoa! Nice, nice. And these monsters, they're so interesting. Like this one right here is like a mean kitty cat. Mean cat. Real mean. Mean cat. Let's see, let me check something. Okay. Oh, just when I decide I wanted to check something, he decides to spear me with his tail. You have a lot of nerve, kitten. Okay, let's go. Head on down. You're not getting away that easy. Now, I don't know how I'm able to slide down the road, slide down the path like that. If that were to happen in real life, that would not feel good at all. Then again, leaping off ledges and leaping off cliffs isn't probably wouldn't feel too good either. So this isn't a game that's supposed to be realistic. Nope, nope, that's for sure. Uh, in all honesty, I would probably get one shot if I were like if this were real life and I was fighting a monster like this, I think I would probably get crushed quite easily. Actually, my occupation would probably be selling selling dangles. There would be no way that I would be doing this mess, especially at my age. Woo. I honestly don't think I'd survive some of these things. Haha, there you go. He's down. You're down, kitty. Okay, let's just aim at the face. Oh, that's pretty good. Triple digits for white numbers? That was pretty good. He's about to go down. Don't move. Don't move, kitty. Oh, that was okay. I'm just gonna keep shooting. I know, my stamina's all gone and everything. I know. That's alright. It's alright. There we go. Nice work, everyone. So when we get back, Tira, go ahead. When we get back, Tira, go ahead and choose the next hunt and everything. I hope you're getting all the stuff that you need, the resources and everything that you need. Let's see what we got here. Kazuki says, "Yep, just listening to you too." Oh, well, I'm glad you're all listening to me. I hope that my voice is soothing to everybody's ears. So, Sony. I was talking about Microsoft earlier, and now there's Sony. Well, Sony's not a game developer either, believe it or not. I mean, Sony's bread and butter is that they're an entertainment media company. Um, they specialize in all kinds of things, uh, video entertainment media. Like I remember when one of the first things that I remember with Sony was when they came out with the Betamax, which was kind of like this little tape, videotape that was different from the standard VHS size um, video media. What are you talking about, Gen X? Well, I'm dating myself. I'm Gen X. So before DVDs came out, there were other forms of media, and they were, um, how can I say, not necessarily as updated or as technologically savvy, but we had Sony came out with this little tape called the Betamax or the beta tapes, and it was exclusive only to Sony. Sony was the only one that developed it. So Sony was also the one that developed what we all know as the Blu-ray technology. The other thing that I remember from Sony, they weren't developing video games back then, that's for sure. They were developing things that you could listen to, electronics. Like uh, some of you may remember this, but it's called the Sony Walkman, where we had a headphone set that would plug into a small deck, um, which held a media format called cassettes, and you had music on there. So we didn't have all this stuff saved on, our telephones or Spotify or anything like that, or even CD-ROMs yet or CDs. We had the media that we were using was reel to reels, kind of like a reel to reel tape thing that you would see like in some of the classic um, entertainment shows when it comes to music and recording. Um, then they also had stuff like eight tracks, 8-track tapes as well. And then we had cassettes, and Sony came out with their own cassette tapes as well. So they were not a video game developer back in the days. Their bread and butter has always been electronics and media entertainment. Video games was just kind of like that came later, um, much later. So even with that, I don't really view Sony as a true video game developer. Like Microsoft, they specialize, their bread and butter is in other things. Their televisions. They have their televisions. Um, they have their. I remember when they were developing computers back then. But their Blu-ray, and then also even their movies. Like they own the rights to various um, intellectual properties with movies. Like Spider-Man, for instance, belongs to Sony. You know, and a number of other um, intellectual properties. So that's how I've always viewed Sony. I've never viewed them as a video game developer. Their PlayStation and everything is a result of a failed partnership with Nintendo. Actually, they got into the video game format or the video game competition because of a failed partnership with Nintendo. Let's see. Let me get my stuff together here. So we are taking Teostra. Gotta love that. You know what? I'm gonna go with a different build for that. Why? Because I like it. We're gonna go with my Pierce build. Why? Because I just like Pierce builds. There we go. Many people I know Sony for their PlayStation, because the PlayStation 1 came out in the 1990s. Many people were either not born yet or they were already born, but they're young, like millennials and everything. But I've never known Sony to be just be known as a video game developer. And I don't believe that that is their bread and butter. I think they make a lot of money in the video game industry with their um, PlayStation line of hardware, but I don't view them as a true video game developer. That's just my opinion. Okay, let's move on. Okay, what are we doing here? Well, you know what? Let me switch up a little bit. I'm going to switch my partners too. Let me go ahead and get Kaya into. Let's get Kaya into this. Yeah. Oops. Let's see. Kaya there. Nope. There we go. That lovely kitty. No. What am I doing? What are you doing? Okay. We'll just go like that for now. I'll fix it at the main base. Let's go, Kaya. So we're hunting a Teostra, huh? Okay. Well, that sounds like fun. Come on, let's go. There we are. Up this way. Okay. Let's see. We'll just grab this over here, then shoot across, and then come back. Yeah. All right. There we go. Come on, Kaya. Let's go. We gotta get going. They're down on the bottom over there. They're waiting for us. They're waiting. Yes, indeed. They're waiting. Ah. Look at that. See, I would not survive that fall. If that happened in real life, I would be dead before the beginning of the actual hunt because there is no way that I would survive a fall like that. Let's just get it straight. Get it straight. Whoa. Okay, dude. Okay, I don't know why you're aiming at me, but you know what? Fine, I'm just gonna shoot at you. No, butter. No, buddy boy. No, no, no. Now, why am I using a pierce bow? Well, the reason why I'm using a pierce bow is that when Teostra gets into a specific mode, its armor goes up and my bow, my arrows whew, just bounce off. What's coming? Something's coming. It's a ambush. Who's ambushing? I don't know. Oh, he's ambushed. Well, I sure am glad I got out of that way. No, where did you come from? I don't know, but that was weird. That was very, very weird. There we go. That's called Valstrax doing his thing, I suppose, you know? Yeah. Let's see. Tira says VHS, laughing out loud. VHS was awesome. Kazuki says, denied, laughing out loud. Oh, gotta wait. Gotta wait. Tira is still riding the Teostra. There we go. Now. Don't move, fella. There we go. We got a little bit of damage there. Ooh. Now, I thought I got out of the way. That was not cool. That was not cool. That's alright. Coalescence is activated. Plus 12 on damage bonus. Thank you. Alright. Right in the face. There we go. That was some pretty good damage. Wasn't it? Okay. Here comes the pain. Okay, let's go ahead and heal real quick. Thank you. What's he doing? What are you doing? Don't come near me. Nice. Nice work, everyone. Knocking him down like that. Say goodbye. Or say hello. Say something. There we go. He's running. Man, remember when VHS was really popular? Man, how many videos did we used to collect back then? Those were intense times. I had such a large video collection on VHS. Remember when you used to rent videos? Does anybody remember renting videos at the video store? Downward. Okay, you're done for, fella. There we go. Whoops. Get up. There we go. Oh, you almost got me, buddy. Almost. Yeah, it's about to go down already. You're about to go down already, buddy. Ah. You poor thing. You didn't even have a chance. Or stand a chance, for that matter. Ah, yes. Oh, he's down again. ASTO. Nice. Great job, everyone. I hope you get your gem or whatever it is that you need from there, Tira. Let's see. What do we got? No, same things on the live chat. Oh, yeah. Hmm. So, where was I? I was talking about Sony, but I think I'm done with talking about Sony. Actually, the only true game developer out of the big three is Nintendo. Um, Nintendo has always been, that's always been their bread and butter. It's developing games. Now, they have a piece of hardware that's exclusive to their platform, yes, but Nintendo has always been a game developer. And I think out of the big three, out of those three, Nintendo is the only one that's been doing it the longest. Um, which is why I think they are the only ones that can really kind of like make money off of their hardware and with their exclusives. Now, of course, you can play Nintendo stuff on your PC if you have an emulator, etc., all that other stuff. But what I mean by in terms of legal means, in terms of purchasing, if you want to play a Nintendo game, you have to go to a Nintendo platform to do it. So yeah, unless quote unquote you're on the internet and you're playing like retro type style Nintendo games from back in the days, that's a little bit different. But that's Nintendo's bread and butter has always been video game development. And I think they're going to stick to that template as long as it's going to make them money. Um, Microsoft and Sony, I don't know if they can afford to keep doing what they're doing. Like this whole console war thing with super powerful processors and graphics cards and things like that. And every time they come out with something new and it's like, oh, well, this is more powerful and it has this graphic card and things like that, even when they develop it, it's still behind when it comes to PCs, because they're still using technology that is considered older. Because by the time they develop their hardware and they add their components in, you know, even if that stuff is like 6 months old to a year, the PC world, there's new technology always coming out that's better than anything from a year or 2 years ago. So the consoles are always going to be behind when it comes to technology, in my opinion. The PCs are the ones that are going to always have the latest technology. Okay, let's see what else. But getting back, Nintendo, yeah, I don't see Nintendo ever quote unquote doing third party stuff where they become a third party developer unless they lose money in their current business template or their strategy. Then I could see them, if it were the case, then I would see them going third party like Sony did. I'll just wear my glass cannon outfit and let me get my buddy. Let's get the buddy board correct where right now. So it's that. Lovely kitties on that. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. So for this hunt, I'm going to go ahead and use Kaya still. Hmm. What do you think it's going to be like with this next? I don't like saying next generation because Nintendo is, we already know that their next generation console is going to be coming out pretty soon. You know, Microsoft and Sony already have their quote unquote next generation consoles out with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series. I just wonder like what they're going to do next. I know that it looks like they're favoring the handheld arena now. And I also know that, like for a company like Sony, they're trying to do more live service stuff, you know? And I think that's really difficult to try and get into the live service because, like I said, you got Fortnite already out there. You've got Overwatch. Um, you got the Destiny 2 people, and I don't know. Destiny 2 is probably going to be coming to an end at some point, and I think Bungie's coming out with another game called Marathon. And then there's Grand Theft Auto Online. I mean, that's making buco amount of money. So I just don't know. And then there's also like I said, the Fortnite stuff. Um, I just don't know if there is enough of a um, consumer base that is going to go and dedicate themselves and spend money on another live service type setup. Like I said, everything is out there already. Call of Duty's a first-person shooter, and that's making buco amount of money. You got the Fortnite folks, which is like all different types of ages that are out there. They're not going to be leaving Fortnite anytime soon. You got the Overwatch folks. The Destiny people who are probably loyal to Bungie are probably going to go with Marathon. So what is there that's left? What consumer base is willing to spend that's left that's willing to spend money for live service stuff? Dauntless. And Dauntless is anyways, I'll talk about Dauntless later. So let's move on. Go ahead, Tira, let's go. I know I'm yapping and you guys are listening to my voice, but let's go. Let's go. Let's do this hunt. Can't kill it with fire. Can't kill it with fire, yeah. Let's see, is there anything else going on here? Um, Kazuki asks, isn't Switch 2 supposed to come out? Well, the Switch 2 is supposed to be announced by Nintendo before the end of Nintendo's fiscal year. Now, Nintendo's fiscal year ends in March of 2025. So it'll be announced at the latest March. Now, in terms of when it will be released, that I don't know. I kind of tend to lean that if Nintendo is announcing it like between now and March, then the console is not going to be coming out until what at the latest. Let's see, Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is coming out this fiscal year. I think it's like in March or before March. And then there's Metroid Prime 4 that's supposed to be coming out on the Switch as well. You know, so my thinking is that Nintendo's newest console is probably going to come out at the soonest, maybe September of 2025, but I kind of not lean that way. I'm like maybe closer to holiday 2025 or maybe 2026. Like I think they'll wait a full year. They'll announce it and then they may wait a full year because I know that Nintendo doesn't want to release its new version of the Switch unless there are games in place. And I don't know what their release schedule is for some of those games. Now, like the game that I think that you have to have ready for a new release of a new iteration of the Switch has got to be Mario Kart. You got to have a new version of Mario Kart. If you get Mario Kart on there, then that console is going to sell really, really well because Mario Kart is a console seller. At least that's my opinion on it. And then another Mario game in some way, but Mario Kart, I think at bare minimum, you gotta have a Mario Kart game. If you're going to do something with it, if you're gonna release a new console. I think some of the other releases, I think Xenoblade Um, Xenoblade Chronicles X, you can release that in a kind of like in a remastered format. I think Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or Breath of the Wild can be released in that kind of format as well, like in a remastered format. But in my opinion, Mario Kart all the way. You gotta have a new Mario Kart. I can see them coming out with a Splatoon 3 as well, or even kind of like a an even better version of Metroid Prime 4. But if you want that system seller, I think it's Mario Kart all the way. You got to have Mario Kart. And I think it's what Mario Kart would it be Mario Kart 9, I think now? Because I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is on the Switch. So I would say Mario Kart 9. Okay, here we go. Enough yapping, more hunting. Oh, I would love to see like like when Nintendo announces its new console, I would love to see them announce like games like, yeah, we're gonna have Monster Hunter Wilds on it. We're going to have The Witcher 4 on it. We're going to have, you know, Game Pass, Microsoft Game Pass or Xbox Game Pass on it. I mean, I would love to see those kind of things. I would love to see a remastered version of Zelda, either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, or even a remake of Ocarina of Time. You know, that would be interesting. So there is a lot that Nintendo can do, and I think they have to make sure that before they release this new console, they've got to make sure that the release schedule for all the games is right there in place. They don't want to make the same mistake that they made with the Wii U. What? Oh, no! I was trying to dodge. What do you guys think? What game would you all want to see? Like, when the new version of the Switch comes out, what game would you want to see released, you know, at, you know, at the date of release? Like, when the new Switch comes out, I want this game to also be ready to come out. Like, it's a game that you can purchase once the new Switch is released. For me, I know that it's definitely Mario Kart. The new version of Mario Kart. Um, Definitely, that would be a must. I'm not even good at Mario Kart either, but I know it's a system seller, and I know that everybody will buy a new Switch just for the new Mario Kart. Oh, get out of there. What's he doing? What's he doing? Oh, that again, huh? Okay. Hey, don't hit me. Can we hit him in the face? No, man, his thing is in the way. Oh well, we'll just try our best here. There we go. Stamina regeneration. Thank you very much. Tell me in the live chat what game you all would like to see when the new version of the Switch comes out. What game would you like to see released with it? I would like to know. Yeah, for me, it's definitely Mario Kart 9, and Monster Hunter Wilds. And then I know for a bunch of people, they would want Call of Duty, and also what is it? Not just Call of Duty, but uh, what's that other game that's out there? Grand Theft Auto. Man, if Grand Theft Auto 6 was coming out on the Switch, oh goodness. Great job, everybody. let's see. So, um, Dauntless is a Fortnite style Monster Hunter to me. That's right, Kazuki. Yeah, in a sense it is. Metroid Prime 4. Yeah, there is a Metroid Prime 4 coming out on the Switch. It was announced and it's been in development for the last 4 or 5 years. Um, but they've already shown that it's in development and they've shown a trailer on it 6 months ago, I think it was. And then let's see, Twilight Princess. I would love to see on the new version of the Switch, the Twilight Princess. Yeah, that would be good. I got some very good memories with Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Um, I first started playing it on the Wii when the Wii version came out, and my family had purchased a Wii probably in 2005. I can't remember. I think it is. Yeah, it was around 2005. Because my son was just getting ready to be born. But yeah, in 2005 we got the Wii, and my brother-in-law got it for us. We couldn't get it. We couldn't find it anywhere because it was sold out. And the game that we got, that came with it was Wii Sports, of course. Talk about a trendsetter. Oh my goodness, man. That thing sold like it was nobody's business, didn't it? And then one of my friends also had a Wii, and they had Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. They played a little bit, but then they got frustrated with it because they couldn't figure out, because Twilight Princess is linear. It's a linear story, and they couldn't figure out what to do next. So they just gave me the game for the Wii. So I started playing it along with my son, and I think yeah, this is my son was born in 2005, so I'm thinking, yeah, I think it was maybe 2007 that we got the Wii. Yeah, I'm thinking 2007. And my son, he was 2 years old. Uh, he fell in love with the Legend of Zelda through the Twilight Princess game. I think I still have video saved someplace of him playing Twilight Princess back in the days on our Wii. Now, some of you, I bet, maybe played Twilight Princess either on the Wii or did you play it on the GameCube when it first came out? I'd like to know how you played it, how you first played it. The Wii, I played Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate on the Wii, and then later on the Wii U because the Wii U was backward compatible with Wii games as well. Go ahead, Tira. Choose the next hunt. We're working on your stuff, so go ahead and choose the next hunt. Oh, let me check to see if there are any messages on Discord. Okay. All is quiet, which is perfectly fine. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, Anjanath. Anjanath. Okay, cool. Sounds like a fun one. I think I'll keep Kaya with me for this one too. And then the next one I'll bring Lovely Kitty back. But I'm ready to roll. Uh, ah, cough drops are a lifesaver. I'll tell you. So what other games have I been playing along with this? Tira, we're ready good to go when you are. Don't mind me just yapping away and everything. What other games? Well, I've been playing also Red Dead Online, Red Dead Redemption 2. But I'm not playing the single player Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm playing Red Dead Online. And my son and I have a private server set up on there, which is really cool because you develop your own character, and you're actually just doing things in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. Um, how many of you out there have played that? Have you all played Red Dead Redemption 2? That's a pretty good game. I love that game. I completed it on our PlayStation 4, and I had a wonderful time playing it. It's a great game. But let me know. Let me know if you've played Red Dead Redemption 2 or if you played Red Dead Redemption 1 before. I'd like to know. Or if you're watching this video after the fact because you didn't catch it as a live stream. Say it in the comments. Let me know what games you're playing in the comments. I would love to know what you're playing. So yeah, I've been playing Red Dead Redemption online, and it takes place in the world of Red Dead Redemption 2. And the timeline that it takes place, I think, 1 year before the events of Red Dead Redemption 2. And I don't want to say too much because I don't know if there are people out there in the viewers that might be interested in playing the game, and so I don't want to give anything away or spoil it. Some people are probably thinking, if they haven't played it now, they're not going to play it in the future. Think about it, Gen X. Yeah, I know, I know. You're probably right. I know I'm right. Okay, okay. Let's see, let's head over here. It looks like Izumi is already engaging the Anjanath, so let's just get over there and let's join the fray. Do this and do this. There we go. And we're off to the races. Down we go. Ah, this away. There we go. Hello there, big guy. This time I'm just going to shoot from a distance. Yeah, I know I do a lot of damage as it is, but I'll just shoot from a distance and let Azumi and Tira handle this monster up close. No! Oh, there you go. Let's break a tooth. Break a tooth. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, T-Rex. These guys are packing a wallop, man. Move, move, watch them. Why are you looking at me? That's right, don't look at me. Look at others. You don't need to look at me. I am not doing that much damage to you. He's running off. Yep, he's running off. So let's move along. So my son and I are trying to develop a community on Red Dead Online, where we can get a group of friends together to play in the world of Red Dead Redemption, and just to be able to have some fun together. His server, I think, can hold up to, I don't know. I know it can hold at least 16, but I also get this feeling I also get this feeling that he can have up to almost 30 players on his server. And I know that with the temporary posses that we can develop, we could have up to 4 people maximum. But then I think when you get like a certain level, you can have a posse of about 8, I think it is, which I think is really cool. I've I'm hoping that we get the chance to develop a community on Red Dead Online. So if you happen to play the Steam version of Red Dead Online, and maybe we can hang out and play together. I'm not any good at that game. I'm kind of like a novice. I think I'm only ranked 23 or ranked 24. My son is the one that's ranked really, really high. He's done a lot on there. I'm excited that I'm able to join his server though, because I've been able to play with him and one of his friends online, and it's fun. It's fun to be able to do stuff like that. Okay, let me see. Let me get back on here. Kazuki says Dauntless Fortnite. No. Um, oh, Tira says if they bring Twilight Princess to the Switch, I'd lose my mind. Do you remember when what your first game that you played? The first game that I played, it was a very, very long time ago, Kazuki. The first game that I ever played, there were 2 games. The first game on a game console was on the. It wasn't even. Well, it was a game console, but it was like this old console that came out in the 70s, 1970s. It was called Pong, or what they call video tennis. And so my father had this console that played video tennis, or TV tennis as they would have called it back then. And then it also had another game on there that was similar to video tennis. It was called hockey. And all it was is a bunch of, if you've watched Pong or TV tennis, it's just 2 lines that you control with this ball that goes back and forth on the screen. One person controls one side, the other person controls another. It's like this. Hockey was the same way, except you had these little goals on each side, and then you had the lines, and then you had another one in the middle. And every time you moved on your side, your putts or your character or player would move like that. So that's the first video game I ever played. It was a TV tennis. It was a game console that specialized in TV tennis. The other game that I played, that was my very first game, was at my father's work when my father used to work for IBM. He had this game on an old computer called VS Basic Trek. And basically, it was a text game. It was a text game based on the Star Trek universe. Basically, you piloted the Enterprise and you had to explore areas. The goal was is that it was a very simple goal. Find the Klingons and destroy them. And there were like 10 Klingon ships in a parsec that you were in, and you had to travel to each parsec to find these Klingon ships, scan for them, and then you would end up fighting them, firing your phasers or photon torpedoes. But it was a text game. There were no graphics. It was very primitive. So those were my first games, video games that I had ever played. What about you all? What was your first? Leave it in the comments or in the live chat. Let's see. Tira says mine was Pocahontas on the Sega Genesis. Okay, okay. I guess Kazuki can connect with that game. Pocahontas. Cool. Oh, by the way, Tira, this is going to be the last hunt for the live stream, okay, everyone? This will be our finale. We're hunting one of the rafts. Love it. But that was my first video game that I had ever played. VH Basic Trek and TV tennis, or what they call Pong. Now, the first video arcade game that I ever played that I thought was like amazing was a game called Space Invaders. When that game came out, it was a good alternative to Pong. But yeah, Space Invaders, oh gosh, that was like the game. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I have Kaya with me still. You know what? I'm not gonna let me get off here. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna switch back to Lovely Kitty. There we go. Let's go, Kitty. Come on. Okay. Onward. We must sprint. Yeah, when I was growing up, the cutting edge technology of video games was always coming out in the arcades. You had to pay for them. Space Invaders, Asteroids. There was a football game that we used to play using a trackball. Um, Missile Command. Those are the games I think that kind of come to mind. And then later on, there were other games like Centipede that came out, Galaxian, Galaga, um, and then a little game called Donkey Kong. I remember when that came out in the arcades. That was my first encounter with Nintendo. Was with Donkey Kong. Okay, let's get to the other side because they're already over there. I think I've already done enough bluffing. Let's go ahead and let's get to the group here. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, let's just leap into the fray, Yinwei. Yeah, I'll do that. Uh-oh. There we go. And I'll just shoot from a distance and let them do their thing. Hello, miss. Don't take it personal, miss. Or sir. Or whoever. Sir. You're not a miss, you're a sir. You're a mister. Okay, so avoid the claws then. Those little things are poisonous. Okay, let's go over here. Ah. In the face. What's going on with Dauntless? That's an interesting thing. I know we're getting ready to go back. This monster's almost down. But what is going on with Dauntless? Dauntless came out with their newest release, or newest update, and it's called Awakening. And I don't know what to make of it. I've tried to play it on two separate occasions, or at least jump on and look at it. And the first time that I got on there, I was running around in Ramsgate trying to figure things out, like figure out like my equipment and my skills and my perks, and the game just booted me. It was like it crashed. So I didn't jump back on. I didn't go back on after that until about a week later. And when I went back on, I started looking at all my perks and my weapons, and to my surprise, all of my weapons were gone. The only weapon that I had was the one um, that I had purchased with real money, and that was my repeaters, my twin sons. Um, and then I had a silver sword, and I didn't have anything else. So all of my repeater guns that I had purchased were gone. And then the perks, I don't know what to make of the perks. I'm still trying to understand, you know, what which how to use the cells and everything. So I'm just at a loss. I don't understand it quite yet. Like I said, I was looking at it, trying to figure things out. I did a little bit of playing over in the training grounds, but it didn't proceed any farther than that. I didn't do any hunting. Um, it just feels like I'm starting all over again, and I'm kind of turned off by that. I got the twin sons, which is really cool, so that does help out a lot for me. But I think it's going to take a little while for me to jump back on there to actually try and play again. It just seems like yeah, they really, yeah. I just don't like the fact that I feel like I'm starting all over again. It doesn't feel like a continuation of where I can be and what I can do to level up. It's like everything's been reset, you know? I'm like, what? So, yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and get ready to close out the live stream. So, I want to thank Tira Red and Azumi. Thank you both so much for playing with me tonight and putting up with all of my yapping and talking and everything like that. I'm glad that Tira, I hope we were able to get some of the resources that you needed from your high rank hunt so that you get your equipment. And Azumi, I'm always glad to be able to have you out and just to be able to help and everything. So I want to thank you both for just joining me on my live stream. And for all the viewers out there, I know that this hunt seemed pretty simple, and it's because, we're overpowered. I mean, I am maxed out, but I wanted to be able to help out a friend to help them to be able to succeed and get the stuff that they needed and everything. Next week for the live stream, I'll be doing Monster Hunter Rise. I'm going to try to do something a little bit different. Try to make it a little bit special and maybe challenging. I don't know yet. I might go back into anomaly investigations or I might go back to special investigations. Not quite sure yet. We'll see. But tune in. And if you liked my presentation tonight, definitely like the video. It would help out a lot. And join my community if you haven't yet. Subscribe and click on the little bell so that you get updated on when I'm going to do live streams and when I'm going to, if I post any pre recorded content. So thank you, everyone. I super appreciate all of you coming out. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, United States time. Okay? See y'all later. Bye.